All I can say, guys, this is the most special video I'll ever be doing on this channel, and even I myself am in disbelief to see this going up as much as you are. So, thank you very much for watching, and welcome to Florence A3060, the channel for vintage washing machines, appliance reviews, demonstrations and tutorials, 1960s and 80s music, and the Hoover A3060 Electronic 1100.
You put the boom boom into my heart. You send my soul sky high when your loving starts. A jitterbug into my brain. It goes to bang 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 till my feet do the same. But something's bugging, something ain't right. My best friend told me what you did last night. You left me sleeping in my bed. I was dreaming, but I should have been.
Well, what have we here? I wonder what this is about. So, why has the Ariston Margherita been put back? Why is this Hoover machine in bits? More importantly, why is this machine sat here? Well, guys, I'm in disbelief about this. After all these months of struggling and whatnot, I am very proud to say we successfully have the Hoover A3060 Electronic 1100 back in service, fully operational, and pretty much fully refurbished. Every part. Let's have a look what we did. This is the door seal off the Electro. You see Hoover there. There's a new tub in there. You'll notice we don't have that ridiculous gap anymore. That's an Electron tub. Inside as well, oh, she's also got an OMO sticker as well. That's to show she's been part of Australia. Inside we have, there's the old tub here. Minnie Mouse in there. That's all the parts of the machines. That's a shock absorber. That's just how damaged the old tub was. There was no reviving that. So that's from the Electra. That machine here is nothing but an empty shell. That will be sold for scrap, that one. But all to repair this one machine that I've been waiting. I can't remember when we last used this machine. It was like 9th of May last year, so nearly a whole year. But we finally have her back in service. And we're going to do a small sort of load of towels and a sheet. And we're going to do it on program 2 Fast Colored 60, because we're not going to do a boil wash just yet. I'm going to break the machine in gently with all the new parts. This is also the postponed 1-year anniversary of video of this machine. That was meant to be done last month, exactly on the 16th of January, because I'll tell you a little bit of a story about this machine. Okay, so the story of this machine goes, as everyone knows, everyone's got a dream washing machine. This has been my dream machine since I was 9 years old. Around November 2006 was when I first found out that YouTube had washing machine videos on. Anyone remembers a guy called Mark Kitely? He was Hoover A3060 he was called, and he was called Sparky Marky 1973 or something. He did a wash race between this machine and a Hoover Logic 1200 A3786. And when I saw and heard how this machine sounded, I pretty much fell in love with that machine straight away, and I was like, I'd love to find one. I didn't know they were so rare. Back then, they probably still would have shown up quite a bit. Also, in a way. So every year, I mean, obviously I was only 9 years old, couldn't collect. When I started collecting machines at the age of 19, well, I was actually 18 when I could start looking. There was some on eBay that pops up, but I knew that I wouldn't be having a chance of getting one, neither an A3110, which is the replacement model for this machine. So I knew I wasn't going to really be able to get that. But when I started working and whatnot, I slowly started searching. I put various adverts on Gumtree. I probably did about 5 or 6. I got one reply from a guy who had one in Norfolk and it needed a new door seal. So I tried to tell the guy you can't find the door seals anymore. Little did I know you could still get. I think he was after a black one. Might have been, I don't know. Which is what the machine's meant to have. What I will be sourcing for this machine at some point, as well as a black drain hose. Then the machine's fully original then. Pretty much. And then... So then after that, I started looking for more. I was trying to find them. So I kept this guy's number, put another advert, and I did have someone reply, but unfortunately they had the dryer for it, so they thought it was a washing machine. They had the D6042, which is what I'm looking for this machine now, the matching dryer. So then January 2018 came along, went back to work after the new year, got to my nanny's on the 4th of January, and I got a message from Luke, which is the one I filmed the Indecent Series 2000 with, his collection, Luke Skelding. I think he's got a channel on here, but I don't know, can't remember what it's called again. I think he's going to actually make a proper channel on washing machines. He was originally going to ask to sell it for £80 for it, but I knew that probably it would go for a lot more than that. I didn't want this machine to pop up on eBay because I knew there'd be a bidding war for it. I was hoping I'd find one at British Heart Foundation, fat chance, or a car boot sale, something, or scrap, or even on Gumtree or someone like that. So I was like, okay, what do I do? Because I thought, I don't want to be cruel and try to steal the machine, but I thought I was not going to leave to come to Australia without an A3060. I wasn't going to go anywhere without one. So then, after a while, I told Luke, look, I want to go for the machine because I've waited 12 years nearly for this machine, and he sort of understood in a way, but the seller, I don't think, got back to him. So he said, he did ask if I wanted to go halves on it. I said, look, it's the one machine, if I own one, it's going to be 100% mine. Like, I'm not sharing that machine with anyone because it's my personal machine. It's like Joe, Jetta Boy 1600, his WT960G, Matthew, and like Elliot's Maloney Amiga. It's like that one machine that you just wouldn't ever want to part with. And I won't. This is one machine I'll never part with, even when I die. I would have this machine crushed and, you know, as I say, buried in the ground with me, just like Joe would have his. Sounds strange, but I don't care. That's what I feel for this machine. So anyway, he said to me, it's all yours, and then up until Sunday the 7th of January, I was then tracking the eBay listing. The price was going up in like increments of about £10–15, so it was like £82 on that Sunday afternoon. The whole day at work I was tracking the machine. I knew I had an hour and a half to get home and get changed and everything, so that's what I did. Got home, never got home from work fast. I think I actually left 10 minutes early without anyone knowing to get home and bid for the machine. It came up to about £17.15 and the price was £114. My rule was that I was going to have to outbid every single person who was going to get it, because I thought everyone knows I want this machine. I'm actually going in front of the camera. Maybe I should, although you won't see much. But yeah. So anyway, so then I said to myself, okay, I've got to bid a stupid price. If you remember how much I bid 500 on this machine. I think I actually might have bidded 520 just to go a little bit overboard. But the winning bid was 454. So I don't. To this day, we still do not know who was trying to bid below me for one. But I won it for 464 because eBay took some money off. And she was delivered to me 8:35 AM on Tuesday the 16th of January. Now, unfortunately I didn't video me unwrapping the machine from the box, but Luke Skelding was on video call to me, and he'll tell you I was nearly about to drop the phone because my hands were shaking opening it, and then I saw the door, and then I saw where it said Electronic 1100, and I was like, oh my god, like it's an A3060. I was literally in tears opening this machine. Like, it was probably like someone, like a kid receiving, I don't know, like a box of Lego, and it's something that a kid has always wanted for Christmas. It was like that. It was like a very late Christmas present to me, but it was the best thing I could start last year off with. And I always had, now with my machines, I don't ever keep names for them. It's like I always think of a name on the spot, like Aunt Margaret was Matt and Elliot. But I always said if I find an A3060, I'm calling this machine Florence, because Florence Ballard is the only thing I love more than this machine. Well, technically now I've kind of got another girl that I do like, who's from the 60s. If you know the group, the Shirelles, Shirley Owens, the lead singer, so she's my favourite now. But this machine has now, had various faults. Started off with the tub leak. The first thing was the door seal was leaking, we replaced that. Then the carbon brushes went. They was fine for about 2-3 weeks. The machine was fine. Then of course the tub seal started leaking, and that's when we had all sorts of problems. But I've never ever given up with this machine, and I'm telling you something, this is the only machine I would ever go to that extent to repair. Any of my other machines did it, I'd be like, okay, they're gone. Yeah, even the 9530. If the 9530 didn't, I'd either give the machine to someone else, or I'd say, right, otherwise the machine's scrapped and I'm just going to find a 9534 or something. But at the end of the day, the 9530 was also my first vintage machine, so I wouldn't get rid of that. But I just wouldn't go to the extent, I think, okay, we'll just put the machine in retirement and I'll get another 9530. But this is the one machine I've kept going for, and it's been totally worth it. I probably spent, including the delivery, the actual bidding price and all the parts, I probably spent enough to buy a Miele W1 or probably 2 W Classics. But it's been totally worth it, and today we're going to finally have the machine going. She's probably going to be shaking like hell again, but how can I say it? I didn't think we were going to do the first wash in Australia. I thought, I don't know, I thought I'd never get this machine going, but it turns out I did. And I got so many people to thank for this if they see this. Oh God, where do I start? Matt and Elliot for giving me obviously the machine to be able to repair this one. She's got a stainless steel outer tub now, not that bloody enamel one, so there should be no more rust. Even put a new concrete block in the machine because the old one was crumbling. I thought we can't have that. I think our shock absorbers might still screech, but oh well. What else we got? We got. Who else have we got? James Rankin. He's been Supermatic James. He's been the ultimate help on this machine. I mean, he's like a Hoover expert, and he's helped me through everything. Everyone on Service Wash. I don't know who from here, aside from Spencer, really. I don't really know who watches my videos from here. But if any of you older guys, Chester Mike UK, Mike King, thank you for the advice you gave me on the motor of this machine and whatnot. And I hope to see you head to your washing at some point. That'd be great. But you've been a good Hoover expert as well, especially because you have a lot of the other ranges of Hoover as well, not just the A3060. Yeah, I don't know if I'll bring this machine to Matt and Elliot, who may do, just have her going at some point. But she's going to be used very lightly, and we're only going to do 60 washes for about next week or so, and then I'll do a boil wash. I just want to break the machine in gently, because that tub has never seen a boil wash. That'll only be from someone that, because that other Hoover didn't have a heater on it. So yeah, she's up and running. Anyway, enough of me going on, let's get this machine going. It's a day of, I don't know, I just feel really emotional. I do that. I'm finally getting to hear this machine going, so you have to excuse me if I start blubbering during the video. Look how fine she looks. So I'm not doing too much of a full load. Remember, we only have a 4 kilogram drum. This is most of the stuff that was used during the repairs of this machine and whatnot. Sheet there. Remember, the machine wets it all down. I don't know, I mean, aside from today, I don't know when the last time this machine ever saw water was. In fact, if I've got a face cloth, I may just do that in there. I think we'll do that. Yeah, oh, and a little rag as well. Anything else? Yeah, just a little rags will do. Yeah, that's full enough. I'm going to stick that in the Margherita, maybe. So basically we had that vintage Purcell box, that's just for display. We're actually using Supreme, let's use Supreme Citrus Zest actually in this machine, because we love how that smells. It's just, I can't believe we're actually doing this. But you know what, when you have that much patience for something, it really does, that saying does mean good things come to. Oh, remember, we don't put the conditioner in this machine straight away. Remember that we had that problem with the solenoid also. So yes, program 2, program D, sorry, Fast Coloureds 60. My hands are shaking. We'll do fast spin. There we go. I can't believe this. We do have a small drip from the sump hose, but that's probably because the hoses have to be stretched. Cheers to another 40 years or decade of Hoover. No washing fine, so adjust the tension on the motor. So hot. We put a metal, something from one of the sheds under the foot, so the wheels of the machine won't rot. It should still shake though. That motor sounds so good. See any water droplets on the floor? It's just the hoses that are connected to the machine. Just those extended ones, so they tend to leak after a while. Oh my, this is unreal. So good though. Carbon brushes were to go. I've got another spare set downstairs and everything, so I've got a lot of parts for this machine. I've got a motor triac, I took the module for the machine, taper bearings, although the taper bearings don't fit this tub. Dilution rinse. There's a crazy water level. Standing on insane water level. At long last, I finally have now videos of every machine in Australia. Look at that. Nice one. Okay, history drain. No spin. You'll hear. Look at that guy, it's a Hoover with unbalanced load. You wouldn't want the machine to spin that. You can actually hear the machine on distribute now. The motor never used to really be able to. Ooh, the foam. That was disgusting. I'm just going to move everything from the top of the machine though, all that spins, because I do. I've had a grounding of the pump. They never distribute fast enough to keep the load around the side. We won't get a suds lot because it's not a very big load. Alright, first rinse. The only one we tumble on and fill in. It's a very fast filler, you can see. Yeah, she's back. She's getting a nice tan in the sun as well. First spin's going to be crazy. then the machine goes onto the delicate part of the cycle. Because the machine's got two different parts. Go guys, the first loaded spin. Either way, even if the load is balanced, the machine still shakes, so it does look a little out of balance. There's a very long distribute. What's Florence going to do this time? Machine rocking. Whoa, that was a bit of a jump. Stop talking about it. Slowly building up. Thump that was when I went to spin. Second rinse. All deep level on this machine. Quite a smooth spin that was actually. machine's still sort of level. So see where the rinse hole point is on the Margheritas now. It's a little arrow. Definitely a fast filler. Watch this, just how the machine will take off. So I can now edit the intro and put the Margherita and the A3060 in there. Up. Wow. And the next spin we'll put the conditioner in. Second intermediate spin. Again, quite a long 500 RPM spin. You see the suspension creaks like that again. That would have been just a suspension doing that. I might have the conditioner. The wild rose we're using in this. Definitely a different combination to whatever this machine's been used to. At least she's got some Australian detergent through her and conditioner. See what this spin does. I think the suspension I put in is a little bit softer on this now, so that's actually quite smooth. Quite slow at first because the extraction is so much water. Speeds up. There we go. Final spin coming up next, so we know what happens there. Oh, and our instinct, you know, lovely conditioner. It takes a lot longer to slow down now, which is good. So much more smoother. There we go. That's lush, very lush. It's even better with a black hose on her though. Up to there. Final spin. Do the two first. Do the 500 reverse first and then the 1100 one after. I wonder how the ramp up is going to be. How the whole machine shifted back. It's burst, get rid of the excess water. Hear the pump nicely there. That pump sounds so good. It's just to basically reduce the amount of weight on the load as the machine spins. Got to remember that any sounds I do hear from the machine, it's just, got to consider the age of the machine and everything. How much she's been through as well. Here we go. Distribution. Final ramp up. I think it might be a little bit out of balance, I don't know, I can't really tell. Although the drum is slightly like loose on this, when she spins. It doesn't bother me that she hasn't got the white paddles because you can't see them anyway. Final spin. That pump. She had to be really unbalanced on the final ramp up, didn't she? That's real unbalanced, that is. Oh hell, I'm gonna start moving. She's gonna start walking. Oh well. She's excited. feel the shed vibrating in the way.
So good to hear that again. Motor sound oh, cable button.
Alright, Florence, calm down. That's her sitting on a level spot as well. Definitely think that suspension's a lot more bouncier than... Normally Hoover's got very soft suspension, so it's what I also love. So it almost comes to a stop, and then let's just tumble over and start tumbling. Or is the 1100 spin too powerful? There's pretty much no water coming out of that now. Alright, this machine has now ended. If you hear that squealing sound, it's just the pump, the rotor on the pump. So I always cancel that. Push that in. We've got a bee in there or something. And they're actually pretty damn dry. Oh, Hoover always do spin very well. Was a wasp, that's a bee. I don't really get wasps. Can still feel the heat in here. Yeah, so you see green paddles if you can see them. Apart from that, done really well. Yeah, no water left in there. Oh God, I can't tell you how amazed and how happy I am to finally have this machine back. I'm using it very lightly, so that's our only wash being done for today. We will return to the Ariston Margherita during the week, but oh man, just glad to share this machine coming back with you all. So happy, and I just hope who's coming now. Hope we can have more memories with this machine. So definitely, guys, thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to keep it supreme and go with the flow.
Wash day, just forget it.